YouTube, and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin, and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Welcome! I'm so excited. It is Paper Pumpkin time for June 2023. This is my alternative video number 2. This set was called Welcome In, so let me get that aside and show you some of the goodies. So this is all of the ephemera, punch outs, whatever you want to call them. Set that over there before I lose those. So what else came with the kit? Hold on, I've got, we're going to be going to the pool here in a second. So I want to show you, this is the instruction sheet flyer for this box. Beautiful, beautiful cards, and they are pretty, but you know, I will be doing them. So this is a little advertisement for July's Fun in the Sun. Can't wait to see what that's going to be. So let me show you what the card bases are. In this set, coincided with the Countryside in DSP. So this was one of the DSPs. This is a card base. This one was a DSP, but it was in the blues, Night of Navy, Misty Moonlight, Balmy Blue, and then you have Night of Navy card bases. These were and are the envelopes, and this is that stuff. We are going to be using this one here for this card so far. I do have a sample. This is what they call a 2468 card, except I'm changing it up. So I just had a little play using how I wanted to do it. The cards that I have seen don't actually have a full card on them, and I wanted them to have. So I did change mine up a little bit. These are the dies, and I didn't use any as of yet, but we'll see as we get into this video. So this is my course sample, my idea. What are we using? So for a card base, we are using Balmy Blue, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Countryside in DSP, we're going to score this together. The measurements I have seen people were using, at least when I looked up theirs, it was 5.5 by 12. We are changing that. I cut mine to 5 1/4. 5 1/4 by 12. And then you score it. I'm going to do this with you at 2, 4, 6, and 8. Layer number 1. I'm going to set that aside. Did I just lose layer number 1? Yes. Okay. Layer number 1 is a 2 by 5.5, and that's in Balmy Blue. Then we have 2 squares in Balmy Blue. One is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and another is at 2.5 by 2.5. I am using, not this, but we're going to use this punch, the Handmade Tags punch, and the Handmade Hugs stamp set, kind of mix that up. A decorative circle punch in Night of Navy, and this element from our kit. Maybe a few others, but let's get started, shall we? Yes, let's do this. I don't want that over there. I want it over there. First thing we're going to need is our cutter trimmer. And real simple scoring. I mean, you don't even have to look at this. You can remember it. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yep. So, but we are going to, I'm going to score it 2. Then I'm going to go to 4, because this is how I did my card. 4. I'm going to 6. Then I'm going to 8. And then I want a nice score line. Hopefully those are nice enough. I am going to cut off that first 2 inches we did before we score anything. So this is 2, 4, 6. I wonder if you can see it better. 2, 4, 6, and 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. On that first 2-inch ones, we are going to cut that off. So I'm going to do just a little crease pop it in here because it's easier when it is done like that. There's my 2-inch mark. I know I didn't have this measurement because this is how I did it. So next I need to cut this 2-inch piece down to 1 3/4. Yes, 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. Just making sure, just trimming it up a little. Might be able to use that piece on the inside. So I think we have it done. So I am just going to fold these. Now do pay attention when you fold these to line them up nicely. It does make a difference. So there's one. And I'm going to do this one like so. And this one like so. All right, so there you have it. This was that little piece we cut off and trimmed down. Okay, and I know the paper is upside down, but you get the hint. So what I'm going to do first is I am going to glue on the largest piece here. I'm going to glue this down to the front of my card base, just as if it was just a single piece of DSP. I want those flat pieces here to be at the crease. So let's put this in its space and you'll see it's nicely framed in then. All right. So next I'm going to take glue and put it along here. And the reason being is because I don't want glue where it's not supposed to be. And I'm going to take that 2 by 5 1/2 piece of balmy blue and set it right over the top. This is where if you don't get that scored, just so, come on, work with me. I want it over just a hair. There we go. So now we have what looks like this is going to pop up like so. This piece is getting glued together. This indentation here, I'm going to open it up and I'm going to pop glue on 1/2, fold it back onto itself. And then when you open it up, this is now folded. Now this piece is going to go right here where we cut it off of. It's just got a little bit of framing with that balmy blue. Which I think is absolutely beautiful. Ta-da! Nothing hard about this. Nothing too monstrously difficult, okay? So, oh, I forgot to say we're using... What are we using from the kit? We're using this back piece of an envelope. And the reason being is, wait till you see. These 2 pieces will fit in there. That way I know that I have enough to stamp and punch for this. So what are we doing? Not this one. This one we are going to use that Handmade Hugs or the Handmade Wishes Retired. We're using Night of Navy in this. I'm going to set my card base over here so you guys can see. Stamp and Pierce Mat coming in. So, where's the punch? Oh, underneath there. Okay, so this is the punch we're using. I'm going to, I know I wanted to use balmy blue, but here we go. We're using Night of Navy. And I'm going to get it right here in the corner. After I do this, now I'm going to stamp You're the Best in, of course, Night of Navy. And I want it square. I don't want it. Oh, you hear my desk creak, 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 creak. Okay. There we go. I'm not going to force it down. I'm just going to let it sit for a second. Not pushing, I'm just resting it. Boy, my desk is really creak, creak, creak. Gorgeous. Now I'm going to wave this around. Ooh. See, you can see how wet it is still. We don't want to mess with that. What else are we going to do that I could do before? Oh, yes. Okay, we're going to stamp on our largest square, the 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. I'm going to let that rest. We are going to stamp on this with this in Balmy Blue on, oh, you know what? Let's just go with Night and Navy. Let's just do Night and Navy. We're going to give it a stamp and a squish first. Ink it all up might help. We're going to stamp, trying to think. This is going in the center of it. So maybe if I just stamp the branches out like so, I think so. So I want that little bit of a curved spot here, and let's see. I'm going to cover this up so I don't get too much going in places I don't want it, because I want you to see that little bit of the curve of the stamp in there. I want that. Ink it up. I just need that half of it. So I'm going to bring this in here, pop that there, just the half. Oh, that's really pretty. So we're going to go that half again. Ta-da, ta-da. And this one, just the half. Boy, is that pretty. All right. And then, oh, most definitely. Then our Night of Navy circle is going to cover up all the rest. Now what we're going to do in those other little bits is I'm going to bring that little flower in, and I'm going to stamp off and then stamp on in the corners. Stamp off, stamp on, stamp off, stamp on. Can you tell I watched Karate Kid when I was younger? Wax on, wax off. Ooh, 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 yes. I think it needs a little something more, as I am just enjoying having a playtime here. I think I might bring these little speckles from the very old Itty Bitty background and maybe do that in Balmy Blue itself. Oh, most definitely. So I'm going to move my decorative circle punch. Bring that in. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, really, really like that. So I'm also going to come in here on these corners. And yeah, we're going to do some stamping on the other one. That is so, so pretty. All right. Yes, I am having a great time. My grandson's already been out here. I'm starving. I want to go to the pool. Yes, I'm taking him to the pool. I don't get to go swimming today, but we are going to take him. So let's go ahead and punch out our punch. And I love this, that it really can go square, if you see that. Oh, I really, really, really like this. So this is going to go on this one. So, we have to repeat what we just did on here, right? Yes, 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 we do. So let's start with the Night of Navy again. we've learned we only need to do up half of it. So it's going like right there. So there's half. Oh, we should have probably pulled it down more. Yeah, we're going to pull it much farther down. There's that. Turn it around this way. Oh, you know what? We're going to flop her over. There's two sides to the paper. We want to pull it down some so we have enough in case we don't get it centered just so. I'm going to pull it down. Just repeating what we did. This is what I love about stamping. Just stamp it. That one could have been better. We need to pull this one down further. All right. So next we know we need our little flower, and stamp off, stamp on, stamp off and on, stamp off and on, and our little itty bitty backgrounds or any little speckles that you have. There are a lot of stamp sets that have them. We're gonna just go around. In that V area. All right. So now we have our little squares together. And this is going to go front and center, but this is really, really flimsy. So I'm going to give it some help. I am going to use this scrap piece I have. Some confetti cream. I just need something to stabilize it a bit more. And where's the glue? Because this, after all, is just the envelope flap. Very thin stuff here. But now it's nice. You can hear it. It's no longer flimsy, flimsy. And this is going to go up on dimensionals. What I have left. I want my glue scissors. So I'm just going to do, well, we'll do it like that. That will work. Just this one is getting up on dimensionals. Ooh, very, very nice. Okay, so let's start somewhat getting this to go together. So this is coming in here. Woo, hoo, hoo, love it. This one is coming in here. I just need to get this blue one in its spots roughly so I can align this one where I want it. I want them overlapping a bit. So I want to bring that one down. Yes, that looks good. So this one is going to get glue. You see I'm using my thumb to tell me where not to put glue and where to put glue on that side. About 1/4 of an inch from the top. Hopefully straight, that is. No glue on the back, but you can see, ooh, this is the one where I flipped it over. We could go a little farther in. We can go a little farther in to hide that. There. Now let's just straighten her up now that I've maneuvered her everywhere. All right, so this one now is gonna come, oh my gosh, that's perfect. All right, using my thumb to figure out where to put glue. Got to walk that over this way. It kind of smears the glue when you do that. Oh, perfect. and my Night of Navy decorative circle punch. I'm going to do points. I call those the points at the top. All right. So, gorgeous. I love this. All right. So next I wanted to bring in the vase like so, but we have to stamp this. And hopefully we're going to get this right. And we're going to do this in Balmy Blue this time. So I'm going to do a test first. Anchor up. And I know that the die cut is a little smaller, but that's okay. I just didn't feel like stamping it and die cutting it out. Now to take it off there without messing her up. Oh, very, very pretty. Very, very, very pretty. Look at that. Yes. Okay. Put her down. And of course it's a her. She's delicate. Gorgeous, gorgeous face in the center. Just a little added focal point. Now we have this, which is just going to kind of stay like that. You could put another piece of paper, cut it in there, but I'm not doing that. This was all about showcasing that gorgeous DSP. Let's see, what else could we put in there? Let's see. You could put happy birthday in there. I was thinking maybe adding, no. I don't want to really add anything in there. I want to concentrate on the inside because I think it's stunning just the way it is. Where's my piece of paper? So here we go. I told you we could use this. Looks like I got ink on me. Of course I do. We're going to add this probably right along the edge. But first we're going to stamp because it's so much fun. I love this. So we are going to, we just need half of that up because we are going to come in on this corner. Let's add some more because I want it to really come in like so. Very nice. Ooh. Okay. We are also going to come in, and there's my grandson running like crazy through the house. I can hear it. We're going to come in down here like so. We're going to add little blue flowers in there. Want to add a little bit more there. Yes. And some down here. Really frame this in. And now we're going to bring in the Balmy Blue. Okay. Balmy Blue for the flowers. Let me clean it off first because I know I had Night of Navy on it. But for the inside, I want to do Balmy Blue, and I'm thinking I want them stamped off. So stamp off, stamp on. Yes, I'm so happy I did that because my little speckles, I'm going to do full strength. So I'm going to add a little one there, one there, one here, and one down there, and one right there for good measure. Now full strength Balmy Blue coming in, so I'm going to come there, there. I want them at an angle. Let's see, like so. Oh, really pretty. This could even be the front of the card. Need more. Gonna have to add a little bit more down there and a little bit here. Oh, and I was stamping thank you on the inside of this card. I'm like, I know there was something to go on the inside. Thank you so very much. This is from Layering Leaves. Oh, so pretty. Let's glue this in place. I'm already thinking of what embellishments I want to put in here. And I want the basic, I'm going to have to get them in a second, because I think I have white left, and I'm just thinking it would be beautiful with this card. So, oh, we didn't even need that. But I'll keep it because I might put it on something else. I could put it over here. I could pop it over there. I kind of like that idea, but I want to trim it off. It's not... If I can get this straight, we'll put it there. If not, it's going to go in the recycle bin. Let's see. Ooh, I know what to do. We're going to add some more of the envelope flap. Yeah, this is what I was afraid of, not being able to get it right where I want it. Okay, now that it's where I want it, we are going to add this over to this side. No, it's not long enough. Do I bring it in? Yes, I'm going to bring it in and make it. It's going to go. It will work. I am determined it's going to work. It's got a nice little frame around the outside. Beautiful. But I'm thinking this piece needs a little bit of help. So we could bring this in. Oh my gosh, yes. We are going to cut this down now. This is, sorry, this is just how I roll when I create something. So we want to bring this into 3 3/4 by 5. And this is the front part of the envelope. And I may want to stamp on this a bit. This gives you more room to write. Do we want to stamp on this? Let me take a look. I think we're going to add a little detail just along the edge. Just along the edge, if I can find my scratch paper. So, and the Knight of Navy needs to come back. And our little floral stamp here. So we are going to go about right there. And then I think we're going to turn it around and come this way. And that leaves room right there for a little flower. And oops, no, for this one we have to stamp off Knight of Navy. Put our little flower right there. Now balmy blue with the little dots. So I need to let it dry. Hold on. I don't want to stamp over the wetness. Ugh, give it a second. Let's wave it around. So pretty. Okay, this down here looks like it can go. So I'm going to bring in, just want to come over it a bit. And I'm doing it at that angle because I want that little bit of a peak going, meaning a point going. That one. Okay, be very careful. Now stamp off. I don't want that in my ink pad. And that will tie it in to the rest of our card. So, yes, I'll have to go back and do more measurements. If anybody needs specific measurements on these. This piece here, guys, is the envelope, and it's cut down to 3 3/4 by 5. Same as the basic white piece. Oh my goodness. It really does. I mean, you don't have to add the inside piece, but the inside piece is a statement all in itself. This gives you room to write a message. This is just emphasizing that you thank them, and it is so lovely. And I already told you, I know in my head what bling I'm looking for, if you want to call it bling at that. No. Oh, those would be pretty, but that's not what I want. These are what I want. Look, I have 3 of them, it looks like. Oh, I have 4. Too bad I don't have a 5th one. Because see all this beautiful white there? This is what I want. So I'm going to add, do I add a white one here? I think I am. I'm going to add one white one there. One white one up here. I'm trying to figure out where to add the other one. Maybe I just keep it at the 2. I only have, I could add this one right there. It's the only flower that looks like that, so we're going to go for it. Yes. Subtle, subtle, subtle. Oh, so pretty. And I thank you guys for watching. This is going into one of the envelopes. Give you a quick peek, just like that. That matches all those colors together. That's how it's going to go. No fuss about the envelope. It's already beautifully decorated. I could do a little something down there if I wanted to, but I really, really enjoyed making this card. Thank you all for watching so much, and I hope you come back and visit me in my Wonderland. Bye-bye for now.